Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Raven football, and we rejoin the action in quarter number 3. So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Stroud on third down now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense and OBJ out for another series.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left.
This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, hut.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion right, that's Collins. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he stopped immediately there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now Stroud.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, they run with Hill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Stroud.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And taken at the 46. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.